Hi, everybody. This is Scott from Lebanon Valley College, and he's going to tell you a little bit about the school.
All right. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in here. Again, Scott Myers with Lebanon Valley College Admission. Just wanted to tell you a little bit more about the school. You might not be as familiar with Lebanon Valley. We're a small private liberal arts institution. I know you probably heard that before. We just want to make sure you get a well-rounded education. But we're located in Annville, Pennsylvania, just 15 minutes just east of Hershey. So if you get to Hershey, it's very easy then to get to LVC and to come check us out. Now, if you are interested in, we'll just start here. If you are interested in more information, we definitely want to stay connected with you. So you can just bring out your phone and just text LVC hashtag VHSV7 to 75644. So when you text that to that number, then that starts the dialogue back and forth with us here. And we'd love to get to know you a little bit better. But when I talk about the school, I could probably mention a million things. But we'll start off here with some of the basic numbers. I mentioned we're a small school, and that's why we have a small student to faculty ratio, only about 10 to 1. About 1,600 undergraduates on graduate students on campus. Now, we do have some graduate programs, but they're very few, and most of those students do not live on campus. They'll commute in one night a week. So you're really going to be living and learning amongst other undergraduate students. And the class size is only about 20 students in a classroom. So those faculty, they will get to know who you are. They'll get to know your name. They want to be your mentors well beyond just the 4 years. And they're still very active in their field. They're still getting published. They're still presenting at conferences, still conducting research. And when they need help on those things, who are they going to go to? They're going to go to the undergraduates, to you all. So there could be some opportunities to get some hands-on experiential learning that's usually reserved for graduate students at larger schools. You could do it at a small school out of like LBC. Now, lots of learning happens outside the classroom as well, and that's why on the upper right hand here we have over 90 different clubs and activities, organizations for you to get involved in. You know as well as I do, the classroom can't teach you everything. It's things you learn about yourself by taking on some leadership roles in clubs, activities, organizations, and we want to foster that as much as possible here. So if you're interested in things like community service, that is very big on our campus. It's not a requirement. It's just become the campus culture. And our students will complete about 22,000 hours of community service per year. So if that's something you're interested in, you will have lots of opportunities for that. But there's also clubs and organizations that are actually have to do with the major, like a marketing club or a management club, things like that. If you're looking at business, what have you. So lots of those abound on campus too, but some fun things too. Just the clubs that are just hobby clubs, whether you're into gaming or what have you. So you can do that as well. Now, if you're interested in varsity athletics, we are NCAA Division III, and we have 26 varsity sports on our campus for men and women, and also the varsity esports team. So we're the very first co-ed varsity esports team in the state of Pennsylvania. And if that's something you're interested in, would love to have a chat with you and see if this is right for you. So check out those teams. Any of our varsity athletic teams, certainly very, very competitive, and but teams you can be proud of representing the institution. Now, at the football games, we always have a marching band. So if you're interested in marching band, for us, it's very, very big on our campus. They're called Pride of the Valley, and you don't have to audition. There's probably like 120 students in this marching band. It's pretty big. And if that's something you're interested in, we would love for you to pursue that on our campus. But obviously what makes it go are the majors. There's over 40 majors to choose from. Probably our most popular one is physical therapy. And we have a 6-year doctorate of physical therapy program on our campus, all housed right at LVC in a brand new building. And so in 6 years, you'll be a doctor. And so you can do that on our campus. And again, very competitive to get in, but highly popular at LVC. But business, biology, music, things like actuarial science, the humanities, all very, very popular at LVC, and would love for you to pursue some of those things. But I tell you what, if you just remember one thing today, just make sure to remember it is this one thing, that last number you see at the bottom there, that we're #1 in the state of Pennsylvania 3 years in a row, getting students jobs after they graduate. So if you're interested in getting a job and having a job ready when you graduate from LVC, you need to come here. and check us out. All right. So look at that next slide. You'll see right there, 3 years in a row. Okay. It's not just 1 year where all of a sudden we just, the stars aligned and we had a lot of students get jobs. This is something that we conduct and something that we start really from day one as soon as you come to campus. We get you connected to the Breen Center for Graduate Success. Now, the Breen Center, that is our career services center. And they want to make sure that you develop that online personal brand really from day one. And we'll find out and really help you discover, number one, what do you really like? Let's explore that to the fullest extent. Number two, let's find out what are you really good at. Let's explore that as fully as possible as well. And number three, you want to find out who's going to pay me for those skills, right? That's very important. But once you have all three, then you can start looking at where do those things intersect? How can you best utilize what you're good at and what you really like to fashion a career that you're going to love and enjoy? And that's what happens to our students, and they're able to get those jobs. So I'd love for you to connect with LVC so you can get those jobs then as well too. Now, you'll see right here now, certainly for an institution where you're going to have, you work very closely with faculty on a lot of their projects, you're going to have develop a personal brand, and you're also going to have a shot at those jobs once you graduate. Certainly, that's a valuable education. For us, it's valued at $58,530 per year. But guess what? Not a single student on our campus pays the full value. We can make this affordable, and the way we start off making it affordable is right below that, the LVC Scholarship Guarantee. So if you apply to LVC, this is a pilot program right this year. If you apply to LVC and you are admitted, then you are guaranteed at least $20,000 a year in merit scholarship. And that could go all the way up to $30,000 a year. If you see on the grid at the bottom there of the kind of scholarship that you could receive. So it could be minimum of $80,000 up to $120,000 over 4 years. That's the first step. Then after that, you're looking at some of the need-based aid. So the FAFSA form, the free application for federal student aid. So you just go to studentaid.gov and you can fill that out as early as October 1st of your senior year. And that is what qualifies you for consideration for need-based aid. So there could be additional scholarships and grants on top of the other $80,000 over 4 years. So check that out. We can make this affordable. Again, no student pays the full value of the education. Well, we want you to visit campus too. Take a look around, see if it's right for you. This is just an aerial shot here, kind of like a 10,000 foot view, 5,000 foot view here. We want to see, hey, what does the LVC look like? And again, small campus. You'll see our quad in the very center, but out around that are the academic buildings. And then just beyond that are the residence halls and the student center. So very compact, very easy to navigate, to get around. You don't need a car on campus. However, if you're a freshman and you want to bring a car to campus, you can. It's only about $25 for the year for your parking pass, and you can have a car right on our campus, and that's fine. But again, located in Annville, small town just east of Hershey. Lots of stuff to do in Annville as well. Right across the street from campus, there is a first-run movie theater. It's called the Allen Theater. Now, there's one screen, but as soon as those films are getting released in nationwide, they're coming to the Allen Theater as well. So hopefully we can all see some movies here pretty soon and come back to the Allen Theater and see, again, a first-run movie. So, and from time to time, they're going to tell our student life, hey, tell the students if they bring in their valid ID this weekend, then their entry to this movie is free. So again, they do that about once or twice every single semester, and you can see a lot of great free movies. Just a little closer shots here of campus. On the left, you're going to see our Peace Garden. That's probably our most popular spot on campus, a very beautiful spot, and students love just hanging out there. You see a spot of our quad in different angles. And then the Athletic Center, the north side of campus. And in the Athletic Center, just on that same grounds, at the bottom picture, you're going to see the Arnold Health Professions Pavilion. That's the brand new building on campus. That's where our physical therapy department is located, along with exercise science and athletic training, along with their master's degrees then as well too. So definitely, if you're interested in those fields, we'd love you to come to campus and check out that building. Well, I always feel like there should be one more slide here to kind of wrap things up. But as a student, here's 3 things you should do. Number one, making sure you visit campus. lvc.edu/visit. You can set up a visit to our campus. We have limited spots and times on our campus. or one of our virtual sessions. You can talk with an admissions counselor like myself, one-on-one, just online through Zoom, and that will count as your visit as well. And once you visit, whether it's online or on campus, that qualifies you for another $1,000 a year in financial aid as well on our campus visit grant. Number two, make sure you submit that application, because if you're admitted, you're going to be guaranteed a minimum of scholarship here at LVC. And then number three, just remember, LVC is number one getting students jobs after they graduate 3 years in a row. And I'd love for that to happen to you. So what I'm going to do here, I'll put it in the chat room. Hopefully everyone's able to see this. I'm going to put in my contact info, and it is jmyers@lvc.edu. You can always email me. Would love to hear from you. So thanks so much, and hopefully we'll see you on campus.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that presentation. If it's okay with you, I just have a couple questions that students generally ask.
Sure.
Okay. First one is, what does your average admitted student look like?
And in what way?
Academically, like socially, what kind of programs do you see them participating in most often, stuff like that?
Yeah, those students, it's they're strong B average students. Okay, so some are straight A's, but some are struggling to get some B's here. We do admit a wide range of students because we want to look at the entire applicant, not just at the transcript. And some of the things that they'll get involved in is varied. Typically, those students are getting involved in a wide variety of different fields, things in the beginning. They want to just try out everything, and then they start to dwindle down to a handful of different activities, whether it be just within their major or things like community service, things like that. And it starts to dwindle that down as they move on in their college career.
Awesome. Next question, what kind of services are available for students who may be struggling academically, socially, or emotionally on campus?
Yeah, all aspects of campus life are represented on our campus. There is a center, there's an office, there's a staff member to go to for whatever a student may be grappling with at that moment. So probably one of the things that I utilize most often is the Writing and Tutoring Center. So even if they feel very confident about their paper, they can still go to the Writing Center and ask them, hey, how can I improve? And they're going to give you some tips on how to improve your writing. And the Tutoring Center, hey, we're a liberal arts institution, so that means there might be a course or two that's a little bit out of your comfort zone. Maybe it's something new that you're learning and you're struggling with a concept. You can go to the Tutoring Center. There's going to be someone there to work with you. Now, we have counselors on campus then as well, too, a school nurse, whole health center then as well too. So anything the student may be grappling with at that moment, whether it is academic, personal, professional, social, some.
Great, thank you. And we'll end it on a fun note. What is one of your favorite campus traditions?
Oh, wow. For a lot of times, I would say it is the final football game of the year. Now, we've had football for over 100 years. And unfortunately, this year we don't, because of COVID. But and we're all going to miss that final game because it's against our big rival, Albright. And if we win, then on Monday, Monday morning, the students will march to the president's house and very enthusiastically but respectfully request for the Wednesday off before Thanksgiving. So as long as you're enthusiastic, as long as you're respectful, as long as you win, he really doesn't say no. So last year it didn't work out so well for us, but the year before it took double overtime, pulled out the win. The students marched. You can check it out on YouTube. And the president gave them off. And so with no students, it didn't need faculty, let them have off. Then it gave us off too. So no pressure. Everything's riding on that one game. But if that's the only game you win all year, that's a winning season.
That does sound really fun. I wish I could have gotten to participate in that.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time today. Do you want to say your email one more time for the student?
Sure. Just Scott Myers is my name at Lebanon Valley College admissions. And you just email me at jmyers@lvc.edu.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.